Hey guys, welcome back. So today I've got a new toy. I've got a new piece of equipment for our outdoor kitchen. I love cooking outside. I love grilling. I love smoking. I just love to cook outside. And this is my newest toy that I have to cook on. So I have been looking for a new cooker for a long time. And I've looked at several ones out there. There's several ones on the market. And this is the one that I ended up choosing. I bought this with my own money. This is a RecTec Matador. And the funny thing is RecTec's actually known for pellet grills. And in fact, I own a Pit Boss pellet grill and I'm very happy with it. But when I was looking for a cooker, this is the one that kind of hit all of the check marks. This got everything on my list that I wanted a cooker to be able to do. So let me go over the reasons why I bought this, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to cook on it for the first time. So this is my outdoor cooking setup right now. This is on the walkout of our basement. Of course, I've got a Weber gas grill if I want to cook something really quick. That's what this is for. And then I've got the Pit Boss pellet grill over here, and this is what I try to, I do more of a smoking on this Pit Boss over here. Like if I want to cook ribs or pulled pork or something, it's going to go on that. And then right here, this is a Camp Chef Explorer stove. And I actually bought this, I think in 2007, a year after we got our camper. And I used that in our camper for several years. And then when we moved out here, I've been using it out here. So you can tell that's pretty old little cooker there, and it is really handy. You know, it still works just perfectly fine. But honestly, I only use one burner. I don't use both. And I have a Dutch oven out here. I've got frying oil in that. What we do is we use that to deep fry, and we'll fry in it 5 or 6 times, and then we'll change out the oil. It keeps that smell out of the house when you're frying. But that's typically what I use the Camp Chef stove for, and that's what the Matador is going to be replacing. I only need one burner. But yet, I wanted the same capability of this stove, but yet I still wanted one of those wok-style cookers so I could cook a big meal in it. So I think the Matador is able to do both of those things. So this Matador actually had several features that came standard on it. I didn't have to buy anything extra. This is the way it comes. So it actually comes with a lid. Most of these cookers do not come with a lid, and I think this is a fairly nice lid to have. This is about this little skillet style wok. I think it's about 23 inches across, so there's a lot of cooking surface there. And it also came with utensils. You didn't have to buy these extra. It came with it, and it came with the adapter to be able to hook that to a 20-pound propane tank instead of just using the small ones. So you can use both. You can use a small propane tank, or you can use the big one, which is what I normally use. So none of this stuff I had to buy extra. So when I chose the Matador, I really chose it because of the way the burner and everything is configured right here. So the burner itself is actually pretty neat. It's a double ring burner, and it has 2 separate controls. So you can control the outer ring and the inner ring. You have a little more precise control on how you cook. But what I really liked was the way the burner was built. It was made so you can actually put other things on here besides the skillet that come with it. Most of the ones you buy, you can pretty much only use that big skillet that comes with it. So this one, I think you can use anything that's about 15 inches across, and you can put it on there. So my fish fryer works on there. My turkey fryer also works on there. I can use this on most of the pots that I have. And that's what I like about it. I can use it as a stove, and I could use it as the wok style cooker that it came like. Now, one other thing, if you end up having, say, a skillet that's too big for it, this ring right here, this is the wind protection more or less, right? And it can pop off. You can take that off, and then once that's off, you can actually use any size of skillet or container you want. So when I was checking this out, our canner, like our water bath canner, does not fit in there with this ring on there. So if I take it off, I can still use the water bath canner on this cooker if I want to. So I think that's the real reason why I picked the Matador, is because I think it's flexible enough that I can still use it as a stove. I can use it on any skillet or container or pot that I have to be able to cook on. Plus, I really wanted that big wok to be able to make big meals. So let's go ahead and swap this out and start cooking a meal. So the Camp Chef stove still works perfectly fine, and I'm going to keep this, and I'll use it if we end up having a lot of big cookouts or something like that. It still may come in handy. All right, let's light this up for the first time. There's the outer ring. Turn on the inner ring. And there we go. It works. The first thing I want to do real quick is I'm probably going to season this, put some oil on it and rub it in and heat it up. Well, I can tell that oil's getting hot. So I went ahead and turned our burner off. We're just kind of seasoning this a little bit, just kind of like a cast iron skillet. So for the first meal in the new cooker, I was planning on cooking some chicken fajitas. So we're going to go out to the garden. We're going to pick us some bell peppers, and we're going to use some onions that we harvested earlier this year. We'll go ahead and get those all chopped up and then come out here and make us a big batch of chicken fajitas. Get cooking. All right, first thing's the chicken. Of course, it's the first time cooking on it, so it may stick a little bit. So I think the chicken is cooked, so what we're going to do is we're going to push that to the outside. We'll let it stay warm out there on the outside. So now it's time for the peppers and onions from our garden. Oh man, that smells so good. It is amazing how good these peppers smell. So the way I understand these cookers is you actually have different heat zones. Like it's the hottest in the middle, and then it's kind of a medium heat out here, and then it's kind of a low heat around the outside. So it kind of lets you store your food that's already warm. You know, it's already cooked to the outside, and it's you know, it's a big enough cooking surface that you can do that. Man, that is amazing how that smells. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty excited. I always like having a new toy, and I love cooking outside, and this is definitely definitely something I've been looking forward to for sure. Next thing I probably cook, I'm gonna come out here and make me some fried rice, maybe. Big batch of fried rice. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put our chicken and our peppers and onions all together. Okay, we'll go ahead and put our fajita seasoning on there. And go ahead and put a little bit of water in here. Deglaze this side. All right, I have been looking forward to this all week long. I couldn't wait to get this thing out, but I was waiting for Rebecca to be home so I could cook a big meal. So I'm gonna go ahead and try a piece of chicken just to see how it tastes. It's gonna be hot. Oh yeah, it's good. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put this on a plate. We'll take it inside and make us some fajitas. So you guys may be seeing all this food and think that's way too much food for 2 people. But when you cook from scratch most of your meals, the only way you have a quick meal, it's called leftovers. So we eat, or at least I know I eat a ton of leftovers, and that's normally what I take in my lunch. So we're always fixing big meals like this, and it makes it easier for something to heat up quick later. And that looked good. All right, moment of truth. That's good. There's nothing like, you know, like fresh vegetables straight out of the garden, cooking them up and making a meal. That's the way to do it. So Rebecca is low carb. So let me show you the version of tortilla that she's eating. It's a very interesting way to eat a chicken fajita. So this is Rebecca's low carb fajita. That's not a tortilla, that's actually a big slice of cheese. She found some cheese slices that you can use as tortillas. Then she's got a slice of lettuce, she's got some sriracha sour cream, and then she's got the fajitas. And that's her fajita wrap. It's a big wrap of cheese. Cheese and lettuce. So is that the first time eating that cheese as a tortilla?
No.
No?
I use it as a bun for hot dogs.
That'd be a good way for hot dogs, wouldn't it? Be a cheese dog, definitely. Mm-hmm. There's definitely going to be leftovers for tomorrow, that's for sure. We'll be eating on this for a few days, but I've been looking forward to using that RecTec Matador for a while. So we've had it sitting in the basement for like a week, waiting for the right day to be able to use it. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. The next thing definitely is going to be fried rice. I love making fried rice, and I'll love to try to do that out there for sure. So after we get done cooking this meal, we'll go downstairs, we'll go ahead and clean the skillet up, and then I've got a cover that I'm hoping fits over it to cover it up and keep all the dust and stuff off. So we'll try that out, see if it works. So now we're going to go ahead and clean the skillet up real quick. So the way I understand to do it is just get you some water in here. We're going to kind of get that boiling. And we're just going to scrub it clean. So obviously this is a little bit big to fit in your dishwasher. So you got to kind of whoosh it outside. So that took me, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. And I had it cleaned up. So this was my first time cooking on the Matador. And my first impression is, I think I'm pretty happy with my purchase. You know, this thing is huge. You can cook a lot of food in this thing. And when people come over, like say you're having a cookout, I think it opens up a whole new realm of possibilities of things that you can cook outside. It doesn't have to be just hamburgers and hot dogs and pulled pork and stuff like that anymore. I mean, this is a whole new realm of outdoor cooking. Now, when I got on Matador's website, I ordered it straight from their website. They didn't have a cover for it. I was kind of surprised that there's not a cover that fits this so you can keep it clean. So Rebecca got on the internet, she Googled it, and she found a cover that people claim fits it. So we bought it off of Amazon. It's a Unicook kettle, I think it's a kettle cooker cover or something like that. Anyway, this is what we bought as a cover to fit over this. So let's get it out of the bag and see if it works. So it has been a few minutes since I've cleaned this, and it is cool to the touch. So I can put this on there. I really want to get grill covers for everything out here because everything just gets so dusty and dirty. With mowing and with the farming and stuff that's all around here, a lot of dust gets kicked up. Yeah, it looks like that cover is going to work out pretty good. The diameter of the cover is actually probably about an inch bigger than where the handles stick out. So it covers it nicely, and it's actually just touching the ground. So it looks like it completely enclosed it, and that should keep it fairly clean for the next time I want to use it. So I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below for this cover. If you end up having one of these kettle cookers, maybe it'll work for you. So I know it's just the first day using it, but I think this is actually going to work out pretty good. So I've got that wok style skillet, that big skillet that I really wanted. And then it should still work with my other pots and pans. So if I want to come out here with my fish fryer and bring that out, it'll fit on there, and I can deep fry some fish or chicken or whatever I want to deep fry. And I can also use that big broil pot that I have and do a shrimp boil out here on here as well. I think that it's going to work out pretty good. Everything I use the Camp Chef stove for, this should be able to do, plus I've got the big skillet. So I think this design is going to work out for me, and I really can't wait to try it out again. So anyway, I was pretty excited about this. This is something I really looked forward to, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.